Now we taking the music. Now we starting to take music serious now.
I get out. I'm at 18. I get out. Yeah. I get out. I'm at 18.
What was it that made you start to take it serious now?
Boom. Really, what really, all the music, all the freestyling and shit, like I told you before I got locked up the previous time, for the armed robbery when I turned 18, So musically, I was there, like, when it came to rapping and shit. And I met my homie, man, Blay, man. I met him in jail. My dog, Blue, man. Shout out to my dog, Lil Haiti, man. Off the cane, man. And bro was he was rapping and shit. He older than me and shit. Bro was rapping and shit, like like in there and shit. This is my big homie. Bro was he was. And niggas know Blue. We call him his name Blue, but Blay mean Blue in Haitian in Creole. Blay, yeah. So Okay. That's why I always say Blay, but I'm gonna say Blue for the people. Because Blue.
Say Blay. Say Blay.
Yeah, my nigga Blay.
That's what we call him, Blay.
Yeah.
Y'all know what it mean. Blay mean blue.
Yeah, For the people who don't know, yeah. So me and my brother caught a real bond when we was in there, like like we caught a real bond, and
okay.
He always wanted to rap and always wanted to be on some shit I was on. Not just rap, just be a part of the business and shit like that. And so, bro, like, once he heard my shit, he was like on some shit like, bro, man, I'm gonna just start the label and you can just rap. I'm like, all right, fuck it. He had a song called N.O.N. He was like, man, we need a name of the label. He had a song called N.O.N. And I just came to him one day like, bro, that's the name of the label, N.O.N. He had a song called Now or Never. But I came to him one day, bro, that's the name of your label, N.O.N. He was like, what N.O.N. mean? I'm like, now or never. That was the name of the song.
So previous he didn't have no acronym for N.O.N.?
No, the song I'm talking about, because he be writing shit in jail, But he was like, fuck that. He heard me rapping, bro, you gonna rap, bro. What's the name of the label? So we coming up, I'm the artist, so we trying to come up with a name for the label. And he had a song that I love called Now or Never. So I just came to him one day, bro, the neighbor called N.O.N. And that's how I fucked his head up. He like, what the fuck that mean? Now or never.
Yeah, your song, nigga.
And he just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And he got the artwork, then he drew it. My dog was a little artist, he drew it, And he was down, I think he was down for a attempt or a body, I can't remember. But I got out before him, And that's when man, my brother Prime. Prime Noble too. Prime Noble.
But that's when you start fucking with Prime with the music though.
When I got out, after I got out that time, because bro was, so bro was just like, when I get out, we finna do our thing. And then after that, I vowed to take the music serious, So I just got out, and that's how I end up even stumbling into Prime, like, And yeah, that story is Kari. Shout out my brother Kari,
Shout out Kari.
Yeah, Kari. Kari knew what I was in back of my nigga Chunky crib. Shout out Chunk, man. 758.
Kari still where you at?
My brother Kari doing moves, man. He in Atlanta right now. He got a kid. He in Tennessee, Atlanta. He definitely mobile. He definitely by coastal. He coast to coast with it. But
I ain't want to say all that. I say he still where he at?
Nah, for sure. He definitely do everything. Like
good,
he got a trucking company. He legitimate. He Gucci.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up. I ain't seen my dog in a minute. Shout out Kari,
that's
man.
My brother.
They got to come back up there, man.
The other day.
I get up there to Tennessee. He down here.
He's very vital. Like And it's like he really the reason why this whole shit was put together. So we was over there back there freestyling one day at Chunk crib and Chunk like you say, this was one of them days we was battling. When you say you say
freestyle,
battle.
I was about to freestyle,
So we was battling one day. Kari out there, Kari ain't rapping, but these some other niggas I'm rapping with, from the hood, but just some other niggas. And Kari like, man, I gotta put you and Prime together. I gotta put you and Prime together, you and Scoop together. I gotta put you, I know Prime. That's my dog. Me and Prime had already did business. Before, like, Mm-hmm. Prime, like, that's my dog. Even though me and him had never hanged and banged every day like that. But Kari was my main man. Kari was his main man. Mm-hmm. Chauncey was his main man. Chauncey was my dog. We always had the same mutual friends. And we always was good, I would see him and Prime, what they do was good,
So it was easy lock.
It's just we never like probably hanged and banged with each other, what I mean? Yeah. But once Prime came, I think Prime came, it was that night, right, brother?
Was it done?
No, I'm saying we didn't come get you that night? Or we didn't come get you that same exact night?
No.
Okay, see.
Bro, y'all called me, matter of fact.
We called you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was on the bus, the 17 coming home.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't make it there. By the time I got up there, y'all finished what y'all was doing.
Okay. Well, yeah, long story short, Kari is the one who relayed that message, like that shit that went down, that session.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After the freestyle session, I had let him hear shit that I had wrote and shit. So after that shit right there, whatever Kari told Prime or whatever, Prime was an open ear. Like, you know what I mean? I thought he had came back that night, but you know, my memory blurred and shit. But that's what, you know what I mean, got us, you know what I mean, got me on his radar. I'm gonna say that, you know what I mean? And I wasn't even looking to be on nobody's radar because I always wanted to form my own shit, you know what I mean? I always was off the rip. He knew that. He never even asked me to, you know what I mean? He knew that. So I don't even know how we even got the introduction if it wasn't that day. Brother, you gotta tell me. We live right now, brother. I'm talking about the introduction was there. I'm talking about how we actually recorded.
We didn't meet that day.
Mm-hmm.
What I said, then Kari laid the message to both of us.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, put it in a nutshell.
You already know what I stayed.
Mm-hmm.
So pulled up and did the 7.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like who? That's what was that initial? We both don't remember that initial call or nothing. All right, boom. I could take it from there.
All I remember was pull up.
But that was the first initial, the short. I don't think it was the short 7 because no, it wasn't. The short 7 wasn't because the first record I ever recorded when you put me on your mixtape, Flight 187, man.
Yeah.
That wasn't a short 7 session right there. That was separate. You know what I mean?
All right. So when I put you on, when Kari made the call, I put you on the song. All that was in the same week.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take it from there. Boom. All right. Boom. So after that day, you know what I mean? That Kari gave that, you know what I mean? Gave him the rundown and shit like that, man. And however it went, I just pulled up on Brush shit and I jumped on his album. Mm-hmm. It was called Flight 187. And he loved it. This was some shit. This was the only shit I had ever wrote in that I ever recorded. Like, you know, we'll get to that, but I had wrote that in jail, you know what I mean? And I put that verse.
What was the name of it again? Flight 187, you say?
No, the album was called Flight 187.
Oh, that you was on?
Yeah.
Oh,
the album,
okay,
what's the name of the song? All right, yeah, but it was on Flight 187 and he loved the verse. You know what I mean? He loved the verse I did.
Okay.
So after that, like a week later, I came back and did some shit called the Short 7. But within that first, I don't even want to just walk over that first session. That first session we did, because like I said, I freestyled, I did everything. You know what I mean? I ain't never stepped behind the mic. That's what he came into play in. He told me, I knew how to count bars, but he told me punch in. He told me how to punch in and shit. Like, when you know what I mean? Like, damn, I liked these 4 or 6 bars, but it's just like those last last couple bars, I ain't like that. Let me do it over. Like, nah, bro, you're good. I'm gonna keep that. And then you can just come in with that same energy. And he taught me how to come in with the same tone. He taught me how to record on the Pro Tools. You know what I mean? I know how to record myself on Pro Tools now to this day because of Prime. So he taught me everything as far as like how to sound on the track, how to use my voice on the track. You know what I mean? He taught me that. You know what I mean? How to approach the track when it comes to like being behind the mic. So he taught me that. That first session I went when I recorded on his album Flight 187. He taught me.
That was your first time hearing yourself as well.
Yeah.
That was your first time.
That's why I said
how that felt.
It felt funny. It felt funny.
Like, cause like you done been freestyling, you done been on the blog, this, that, and the other. When Kari made the link, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, it felt
but
funny.
to actually hear yourself,
it felt funny. But it felt funny while I was recording it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? While he was telling me to do the things I did, it still felt. And then once I heard the final product of it, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, I liked it. You know what I mean? I did like it.
Was there something in that day that said this is what I want to do?
Oh no, that was it.
This what I want to do.
That day, what I realized, I knew that okay, bro, I'm finna come fuck with bro when I want to record. Mm-hmm. I knew that off the rip.
Okay,
you know what I mean? I knew that off the rip, and it was everything that. You know what I mean? Everything was reciprocated. The energy he was giving me, I was giving him, I was bouncing back. And he made me feel so welcome. You know, like I said, he liked the shit. You know what I mean? He did. You know what I mean? I was a fan of his shit. First, like, Rick, but he gonna tell you that, like, boy, you hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, boy, you hard. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm hard too, though, bro. Listen to my shit. Like, you know what I mean? And he ain't no hater. Like, you know what I mean? So after that first jumping on his album, I came back and did the Short 7. Some shit I called a Short 7.
That was a song or a EP?
An EP I probably did out in one day or some shit like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
And that was like the icing on the cake. You know what I mean? Like far as like
that was your real introduction right there.
Yeah, when it came to like when it came to me,
was that all you?
Me wanting to rap. When it came to me wanting to rap and me wanting to, that was the introduction to myself. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this shit. because like I said, it was not even on internet. It's just some CDs I printed up. You know what I mean? To this day, my sister got a copy of it. Like, you know what I mean? People who got it. You know what I mean?
Now, a lot of times, a lot of the reason why a lot of dudes who have talent don't be able to put their talent out there because they don't have the money for studio time. They don't have ways to be in the studio like that.
Yeah.
And if they do, they don't take it as serious. They go in there and they waste their time.
No, for sure.
How was it for you to be able to get in the studio? Like,
oh man, man, I was just blessed and fortunate to have a you know what I mean, to be able to be liable, like, you know what I mean, like I say, Prime, man, he bought me and he ushered me into this shit, bro. Like I said, it was nothing. It was just about like people really like just liking, like, you know what I mean, the style and what I bought, you know what I mean, to the table. And so that's how it was, you know what I mean. Whatever I could, it was never like I said, like, you know what I mean. I wanted to be like, I wanted to rap my own shit. You know what I mean? I said, you know what I mean. I'm like, Prime, boy, this F1C shit, boy. I'm fucking with this shit, boy.
So was you like a studio, like a lab rat when you first started? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Okay.
Was it like some dudes, when they have to pay, that hinder them from going to the studio all the time because they can't afford to go?
Yeah.
Were you in a position where you had to pay or you just had to pull up? And since you was able to just pull up, if that was the case,
I was willing to pay, but the olive branch was already extended.
So did you? I'm saying, so did you take? That's when you take it serious, like take advantage of it in a sense, in a good way, like I'm finna do this because because some people don't. Some people get an opportunity like that and waste it.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Some people they take it for granted.
So you got that. So
no, that's why I believe. That's why, bro, really fuck with me because, you know what I mean.
He seen that work ethic.
The energy. Yes, my work ethic. I kept him on his toes.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And you know your people.
Iron sharper iron.
Yeah, you know your facts. That's what it is. Iron sharper iron. And once he seen that, you know what I mean. Like I said, like I had to tell him, like, you know what I mean, because I always wanted to do my own shit. Like, you know what I mean. Like I want to be my own. I am my own boss. You know what I mean. But it's just God work out how I work out. And I told her, like, man, that's just God. And I'm not no nigga who want to be down with no nigga shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Straight up.
If this a nigga, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm fucking with the F1. You know, Prime started first, F1C. And people don't know what that stands for. F1C stands for everybody who always asks me, it stands for flying first class. That's what F1C stands for.
Say it again for the people who don't understand in the back.
It means flying first class. That's what F1C stands for. And yeah, that's my brother's shit. You know what I mean? And then we had been recording for months. I think we probably hadn't done shows and shit together. And I was like, bro, I fuck with the F1C shit. And he already know I was repping my 173 Scott Lake shit. I forgot what label I wanted to put out. But I was like, man, I'm fucking with this shit. And then after so long, me and bro built this shit together, and we became partners at this shit. And you know what I mean. And to this day, we can say, man, we helped some people get to you know what I mean? I ain't gonna say we gave nobody nothing. Niggas was talented. Everybody talented. We all talented. Like, I ain't trying to shun nobody nothing. Like I just said, this the man that ushered me in the game. Mm-hmm. This the man that, you know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. And you know what I mean? I ain't saying I did that. We did that for nobody else. What I'm saying is, you know what I mean? We definitely let people get to we ain't hold nobody back from their dreams. And he always told me that. We ain't gonna never hold nobody back from their dreams. You know, so anybody who wanted to record it, you know what I mean? We always, and he was dope, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And we let niggas get to that, and you know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing. It ain't nothing like, you know what I mean, crazy or nothing. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? We all watch each other back. We all, you know what I mean? One hand scratch the back. You know what I mean?
A lot of times why a lot of shit don't work because it be too much cutthroat. It be too much. Niggas be hating on the sideline instead of rooting for you. They rooting against you.
Yeah.
It seemed like you was around a solid team. You came in with a solid team.
For sure.
That was a little bit of the history of how you started, your roots, as far as your family, where you from, your siblings, how you on Prime met, what got you into the music. Fast forward a little bit.
And let me tell you how player my dog is. Like, since we're going to get off that subject, you know what I mean? You know, it was a point in time, like I say, he's so real. This my dog, I love him to death. He's so real. It was a point in time, like you know, we was a group. You know what I mean? When man, you know what I mean? We was like, me and bro really was a group. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna say a group, but me and bro, we did all our music together. You know what I mean? That's how I came in the game doing music with him. Like when I record, he on the song. Like, you know what I mean? So it was at a point in time, bro, like, nah, bro, you go ahead, you do that, bro. I'm finna sit back, I'm finna mix all your shit. Not saying I'm not right, but bro, you do that. I love what you're doing, bro. You taking this F1C shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? He could be proud to say, like, you know what I mean? Okay, he F1C, like, you know what I mean?
And you're not gonna just do that for anybody.
That's what I'm saying. This is, you know what I mean? Like, so
up.
bro did that, and that was like, you know what I mean? Like a honor, like, you know what I'm saying?
Straight
like
up.
I put that shit on my back, and I just enhanced the shit, the F1C shit, like, you know what I mean? Versus me wanting to start my own shit. I just partnered up with bro, and me and bro right now we 50-50 on the paperwork and whatever, you know what I mean? That, you know, that's just to show, like, it ain't, this shit came from us being 18 and shit, like, you know what I mean? To the age we is now, and you know what I mean? And the support we hold for each other is still there, like, you know what I mean? It's still there. We did this shit on our own. All this shit on my resume, he can account for that. You know what I mean? Like, niggas don't, like, when you see that F1C shit, that's him. Like, you know what I mean? Even if it's not him on the record, ain't on. You see that little logo on the whatever, the F1C logo, that's him. Or anything you got to do with it, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I take pride in. We do this shit on our own. We definitely get, you know what I mean? Had help with the big homie, you know what I mean? Was ran with the studio, you know what I mean? But we did this shit on our own when it came to, you know, promotion and videos and everything. We did this shit on our own. It ain't easy, you know? So I wanted to say I respect my brother and I love him, man, you know? And, you know, that's my nigga.